Hello, friends and comrades, it's me, the slow, debilitating crawl of a dead economy, and welcome back to Ostriv. This might be our very last episode. So, today what we did the little time skip. We did 2 years instead of 1. I just wanted to do a little, test run to see if we can, go through some years and make a profit, and we can. And, it's a very small profit, but in order to improve it, we'll do a couple things. There's a couple things that I noticed as well while we were running through the year. Basically, I did no changes while we weren't recording, so that nothing has changed. We just literally ran through it and see if we can trade off. And we did. But yeah, so we're gonna have to make another trading post. I think that's gonna really speed up our profit making. So what we're gonna do is we are going to make some room for it here, because I think we don't have any room anywhere else. If we want to keep the same town shape, which we do, we're just gonna move this wagon shed, or just remove the wagon shed. But right now I want to move this away, and we're just gonna demolish. Need to empty first. All right, let's make it empty, or really make empty. Oh my goodness, look at all these laborers that have assigned themselves. Excellent. So we do have, I noticed another thing. So we have two things right now. One thing that I noticed is that perhaps the reason people are starving, even though we have, food is free, so there should be no reason for this. And in our test, we have proven that we do have food at the end of the year. We have some buckwheat, we have some eggs, not a lot of eggs, but still. We still have some dried fish to get rid of as well. And potatoes, we also still have some potatoes. I think what we've discovered, do we have any milk? Is that maybe the problem isn't the amount of resources. Maybe we just don't have enough markets. I've been sort of clicking on the markets, and it seems like they're always very low on these things. And it's because we've disabled a lot of markets. So what I'm going to add is another market here, and we're just going to give them the ability to have, let's say, dried fish, buckwheat, and potatoes, and milk. So that's all we're gonna give them this. And yeah, I think this will be nice. I think this will kind of mean that they can perhaps have 2 markets here supplying people, and we'll do the same down here. So now we have two places here, and I'm just gonna put it here. So again, buckwheat, potato. Do we have any? What else do we have? Did we have some chicken meats? Chicken meat. I like that it's alphabetical. I've been playing some other games in the meantime. Look, it's the first time we got under 10K in so long. Oh God, great, excellent. And we're selling sunflower oil, so I don't really want to give that to people to eat. But we'll put the dried fish here as well, and we'll give them a worker. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, maybe the problem wasn't that we didn't have food. Maybe the problem was that people couldn't get the food. So hopefully that's going to resolve some of those issues. Yeah, see, all of this, they're constantly empty markets. And I think they're really going to appreciate having essentially another market that sells this stuff. Let's speed up the game as well, because why are we on this speed? Did we empty this? It's almost empty. Okay. In the meantime, let's do chicken, egg, buckwheat, potato. That's it. You know what? You can sell shoes if you want. Okay, maybe that'll solve our problem with the food. Okay, so this has been emptied. Now we can demolish it. And if we really want another wagon shed, it might make sense to make it close to here. And we do have some space here. So we could go with a wagon shed. But to be honest, I don't think we will, because that frees up some workers as well. We just placed those markets. So let's just let them demolish this wagon shed. And as soon as it's taken down, we're going to add instead a trading post. Just had a little stroke. And also we could just we could place some people here. Oh, that's weird snapping. Okay, yeah, we could place some houses here. Sure. Sure. And like that. You know, we still can do a little bit of a we can get away with some more houses here. Not that we are gonna benefit much from them, since, you know, right now we've got a little bit of empty housing because of all the unhappiness. Strange that people are unhappy when we are starving them. But yeah, look, we're making a profit. We're making a profit. About 1,000 a year, I think, is what we can hope for. Maybe more once we really get going on those on the trading. It is a little bit annoying that, like, of all the things, the trading is the one that is restricted to you if you don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything else we can spend money on, but we can't just send a messenger. Not enough money to send a messenger to these towns. So we gotta just wait. We gotta wait for the towns to send messengers to us. So that's one of the big reasons that the profit that we're making is a little bit slow. But you know what? We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. Okay, it seems like we solved the food diversity problem, but now I'm worried that if we're going through the food too quickly, we're not going to make it till harvest season. So let's see. We're already out of potatoes, so expect the food diversity problem to return. But we still have a little bit of buckwheat. We also have beef. Beef. We have the beef. You guys are deconstructing this really slowly. Real slow. It's a real slog for you guys. I'm gonna reminisce a little bit about this town. Look at how beautiful it is. And for the first time in a long time, it doesn't have a million notifications up. It's so lovely. I'm just gonna take some screenshots. Oh, what a good angle. I love that some people are like, oh, we don't have any money. As if, you know, money is something that people require. But yeah, look at this beautiful town. I'm actually really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with our first Ostriv town. We're probably going to return to Ostriv after the next update, or maybe like 2 updates, you know, depending on what else we've got going on. And I think it would be cool, especially with a little bit more information, and maybe we'll be stuck a little bit less. All right, let's talk to this merchant from Derkachi. So wheat is good to store. We're not going to do anything with the wheat, but we're going to sell them 100 shoes. Do we have buckwheat in our export stock? No, we don't. We are going to sell you this for sure. And some sunflower oil. Clothes. We've got 20 clothes in our export stock. All right. Not that much stuff just now, but, you know. We could also destroy this pigsty, and we could empty it, because we don't really need the pigsty anymore. We have moved on from pigs. Although we could move back. We could move back with the pigs. Can we ask them how much do you got pigs? Do you got pigs for me? Ah, but you only got female pigs. I'm gonna need both. You only got sows. We need pigs and boars. We're gonna have 1 pigsty. I think we could maintain 1 pigsty without inducing a famine. And that would give us a little bit of extra stuff. It would give us sallow, and it would give us pork. Which we can consume if we want to. It's just that when we overdid the pigs, we did a couple things wrong in the last game. We overdid the pigs, or like the game before last. We overdid the pigs, and then we also at the same time like completely changed everything. We added more chickens, and that just resulted in massive starvation. First, people didn't have enough food, and then the pigs didn't have enough food, then the pigs starved, so we didn't even get the meat out of the pigs. So it was a huge like sapping of resources with no payoff. And also, you know, you got to remember, you paid for all those pigs. So it was a bad investment. All right, now we got to pick these up. please make this empty. Make these nails disappear. And we can demolish this. Oh, oh, oh. Are we crashing or just saving? Are we crashing? Oh, okay, we're not crashing. That was weird. That was weird. It just kind of didn't respond to anything I did. Oh, look, they are making it empty. I love that. I almost wasn't expecting them to be this efficient. All right, let's take a look at our buckwheat is going down a little bit. Our buckwheat is going down. Sunflowers, you know, we could probably sell raw sunflowers also. So sunflowers can be added. And horseshoes, I think we could sell too. We've got a bunch of horseshoes. And maybe even a little bit of buckwheat, but I'm not sure. Buckwheat is sketchy. We need it for, you know, everyone to live. But look at this. We got rid of all the, well, they got back. All the negative modifiers. I'm pretty pleased with that. So it was the lack of markets. It wasn't, okay. That's good to know. It was just a lack of market availability. For the most part. So that's good. That's good. I wish that you could tell, you know, by just clicking on a field, like last season, this much died on the field. So that you could tell, like, do I need more workers? Do I need more whatever? I think that's actually a really good, like, idea for the game. You know, just to tell you, like, yeah. Last game, or last season, this field was only harvested 40%. And then you know, like, okay, I need more laborers. But if you don't have enough food and all your fields were harvested 100%, then you can be like, oh, well, we know what the problem was this time. A messenger from Areva. You know, so I think that's a good thing. Yeah, so sunflowers could be added, lime could be added, even though lime is limited, so maybe not. Dried fish. Oh, we don't have that in the export stock. Sunflower oil. Yes. Sell some of this sunflower oil. Buckwheat. Flour. Always nice to sell flour. We got a lot of... Like, it doesn't get put in the export stock, but we've got a lot of flour that we could sell. Horseshoes. Yeah. See, that's so I guess a sunflower and maybe another flower. That's the thing that we could probably add. See, we do have flour at 5,000, so I don't know why they're not putting it in there. I guess they're getting other stuff. They're busy. Can we change this? Can we say labor by cart, labor by hands? Ooh! Now that's revolutionizing trading. And is this gonna get emptied? Oh, there's a new pile of stuff. Make it empty, please. Please make it empty. Please, sir. Please, can you make it empty? Looking for a job. Oh, good. We've got people looking for jobs. We do still have the potential to add new farms here. New fields. New farms, new fields. Maybe we should pause like at the last moment in what, October is harvest end or November? And just be like, okay, every farm, tell me how much, what percentage of gathered you are. And that'll be a good indicator. All right, so we've cleared this. We're going to make another trading post. Oh no, uneven terrain. Place is occupied. By whom? By some trees? What is occupying this place? Is it really just some planks? Oh, these guys are occupying it in the future. Thanks. Thanks for that. Future's occupation. Okay, maybe now it's gone. Trading post. Aha! Excellent. Yeah, I think this will look nice. Just at the end here. Nope, that's too much in the wrong direction. This is this is enough. Stop rotating it. And we'll just place it right there. I feel good about that. And people moving in here, feeling good about that. Just in general, is feeling good. Still selling that sunflower. Okay, we can check if maybe more sunflower oil has arrived. Aha! Sunflower oil of 300. See, now we can add 400 to that. And what else were we selling? Flour? Flour? Yeah, flour is matched. All right, cool. We're slowly climbing out of this debt. Slowly climbing out of the debt. Alright, so let's actually move this to the front. I want to move it to the front. Well, maybe we can move it here because we're still waiting for the trees to be cut. And then we'll move it to the front. Actually, will they just be doing this while this is being, while that's waiting? I wonder. Will you be building this? Seems like they just abandoned it, so maybe no. Maybe the answer is no. But look, they're bringing stuff. They're gonna build it. They're gonna build it, and then we're gonna have it. That's good. But yeah, so if you noticed, the housing rent and the salaries are pretty much identical all the time. The housing rent is slightly higher because some families left and new ones came in. And that means they brought like 10 gold with them each. That's about our only difference. Look, we are actually making quite a bit of money. 1,200 is a little bit more than I expected we'd be making a year. And hopefully with an extra trading post, that'll go up even more. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the idea. Now that these guys are moving in here, I'm wondering if we should add another market. We are removing this building, so there's going to be a little bit of space. But maybe we could just add also just like a bench. Just some benches. But yeah, what have we learned? What have we learned throughout this playthrough? A couple things I'm going to say. Number one, we have learned that buying certain things is kind of pointless. Like, it didn't seem like it was a good idea to make salted fish. And like the money, the economy system is pretty dense in this game. In that, like, how do I explain this? So it's pretty closed. In certain games, like for example Foundation, which we also play a lot on this channel, you have like people just generate gold. They are just generated out of nowhere. You know, people go to the market and they buy stuff, and that gold is just created, and that's how you gain gold. And in this game, really, the way that you get gold is by exporting. Otherwise, it's a fully closed loop, essentially. You pay people wages, they buy stuff at the market. The money is always constant. It doesn't get created or it doesn't disappear. It doesn't get destroyed, except if a family leaves, I guess it goes with it. So a family comes in with 10 gold. That's the only addition that people give to your town in terms of food. All right, is it harvest season already? Are we harvesting? We are harvesting. So, you know, that makes for a very interesting economy where you really gotta be careful, because the only way that you can make a profit, the only way you can bring more gold to your realm is by exporting. So every time that you do maybe like make a trade route, let's see, let's look at the world map. If we send a messenger here, that costs us 40. So we gotta sell them more than 40 in order to make a profit. And if you're buying something, that's also a real penalty. So essentially what we've learned from this game is that economies are hard. No, it's you know, it's interesting. It's different than other games. It's different than what you would expect. All right, we can sell them all these shoes. We did make it through the year with the buckwheat, although it was tight. So I don't know if we're gonna sell the buckwheat again. 900 clothes. Just 300. Come on. Are we selling clothes? What's going on? Oh, I guess we can sell. Ooh, we could sell more. Well, it's fine. How much sunflower? Okay, we're selling everything. We're selling everything. Good. Good. So yeah, that's something that's, I guess, unusual about games. Usually I think we're used to money just kind of appearing out of nowhere a lot of the time. But here, money is real. People come in with 10 gold, they get money by you paying them wages, and you get money back from them by selling them stuff at the market. And yeah, I think that's really interesting, but it does make for a kind of it's easy to get in debt. And I'm sure that this will be changed in the future. Most games that have that just allow you to go into infinite debt will usually remove that, and then the developer will probably rebalance the way that it all works. But yeah, it's an interesting it's interesting. Maybe we will add a market here. Maybe we will add a market. Where is it? A market stall. Customize building. I'll take this one. Also, if you press F1 and if you press F2, you go through different kinds of things. It's quite interesting. I thought it would just be, rotating in one direction, rotating in the other, but it isn't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't it. Alright, so we built a market here. And I'm just going to tell them, you're going to sell same thing as other people. Potato. Buckwheat. I guess you can also sell shoes. People can't eat shoes, but... And I guess fish. You've got a long way to go, but maybe it'll help with the availability of food here. Alright, so November is still harvest season. We're almost ready to do the inspection of the fields. The inspection of the fields. Ooh, wait, this has been built. Lovely. I'm just going to clone. Apply to all. And apply to all. And manager, of course. Right. Export stock. What did we say? I already forgot. Flour. I think we're going to add flour again. We're going to say 5,000 flour. Sunflower oil also. We don't seem to consistently have sunflower oil in here, all of it. Horseshoes. I'm going to take I guess 200 horseshoes at any given time is probably enough. I guess sunflowers themselves. Do we have... What's our sunflower amount? I'm going to say 2,000 sunflowers. And 1,000 dried fish. Yeah, so the thing is, for dried fish, you got to get salt, and salt needs to be imported. But if you feed this dried fish to your people, like we just did in one of our markets, who knows where, what happens is essentially you've destroyed that money, right? Because you're paying for salt to get in, but you're not actually getting that extra money from the salt because the people are using your wages to buy the dried fish. So you bought salt, that's a loss of money. And then you sell the fish to the people. It's just an extra food variety, but you're not actually making more profit, as it were. You're making slightly more money per fish sold, per dried fish, compared to the regular fish. But ultimately, that money is from your closed loop. It's not from the open loop, right? You've got the closed loop economy in your house, in your village. And you've got the open, which is import-export. And as long as you keep importing stuff and it all gets consumed on the inside, you're just going into debt. That's basically how the real world economy works. That's why every country's in debt. That's essentially what it's like. You just go further into debt. And then everyone's in debt. It's stupid. It's dumb. Don't do it that way. But yeah, look, we made more than twice, well, almost more than twice as much as we made last year. So we are getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'm quite pleased with that. And even though people are complaining about food diversity or food variety, that's not a huge problem. Let me just check. Potatoes. Yeah, good amount of potatoes created. Last year, why did we produce so many fewer potatoes? Oh, we didn't check the things. We didn't check the fields. We forgot to check the fields. But yeah, isn't that a concerning difference? I'm gonna say that we're gonna have some starvation coming up. This year we produced this much. No wait. Okay, we still produced a little bit less. 1,000 less, but that's not as bad. Buckwheat. Oh shit, we're fucked. People are gonna starve. What's up with this? Oh no. Oh no, you guys, you disappoint me. I don't need friends, they disappoint me. Why would you be such a disappointment? Look at this farm though. I like this farm. We did a lot for this farm. So many different things that are growing here. Maybe the sunflowers a little bit extra. Seem to be producing more sunflowers than we consume, so produced this much, spent this much. We can still sell them, I guess. Ultimately, it's not even a problem if people starve and leave, because as soon as they leave, new people will join in. Like, we are genuinely just constantly capped by housing. So that just means another family that brings in 10 gold, and that's a stupid way to make gold, but it is a way to make gold. And as long as they're just rotating at like maximum like 5 families leaving at any given time, you're not losing that many work positions. We always have work open vacancies. It's just a thing. We don't have enough people. But at the same time, you know, what are you gonna do with that many people? Could add another house here. That's about it. After that one gets demolished. I love that people come in and they're instantly complaining about food variety. Love that. Also, usually a family will be like old people, parents, children, and then they move out and they come back with two young adults. I feel like that's good, probably, right? You don't want like 3 children that they're feeding at the same time. You kind of just want them to move out. A lot of people don't have kids, which, you know, I appreciate. I can appreciate them not having children. But yeah, we made 1,500 last year. That's a good amount of money to make. I think that's a good amount of money to make. What a winter wonderland. Look at this. Lovely. Lovely. So here's what we're gonna do, fellas. Here's what we're gonna do. Because from now on, it's basically just gonna be making money. What we're gonna do is we're gonna call it here. And then in the next video, we're gonna do like a tour of the town. And I think that's gonna be that. You know. So wait, I'm explaining it really poorly. It's like I've had a stroke halfway through. So what we're gonna do is we are going to call the video here. Oh, well, hold on. Let's sell this stuff. Flour. Oh, perfect. See, now we've got enough to sell. We're not going to sell potatoes. We're not going to sell dried fish. We could sell dried fish. We're going to sell you all of this. Come back. I'm going to sell you clothes. 610 clothes. Nice. Textiles. No, we're not going to sell you clothes. Textiles. Leather. Perfect. 1630. Nice. Already making some profit. Sell you 100 metal parts. Horse tack, sell you 30 horse tack. Oh, this is going to be a good run. This is going to be a good run. So yeah, what was I going to say? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So what I want to do is we're going to do another time skip between this video and the next video. The only thing that we'll probably do is I'll add this farm just for the looks, for the visuals, because I see on the minimap I don't like this little handle that we've now created. But I think if we put fields to the end of it here in the minimap, it'll just look nicer. The town will look more like it's got a little shape. And yeah. So we're gonna do a time skip to when we are no longer in debt, which is basically, you know, zero gameplay. It's just me going sell, 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 wait for another trader. Sell, 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 wait for another trader. Sell, 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 and so on. That's why we're going to skip it. And then the next video is going to be like a beautiful like tour of the town and a retrospective. I guess today was also a retrospective on what we've learned. But yeah, I figured that would be nice. I figured that would be pleasant. A pleasant way to wrap up the series. Plus, it's going to be video 25, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah, look at us. We almost went under 9,000 just now. That's perfect. Because, oh, there we go. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you know what to do. Do all the things that you do when you like a video. And then I will see you on our next and probably last Ostriv video of this series, at least. We might return to Ostriv in a couple updates. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, you can also check out some of the other stuff. I recently made a video of the demo of a game that I really liked. It's called like Against a Storm. You can check it out. And also some other stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your life.